Diddy, he got to be just pacing around his whole house because he got to deal with the feds and 50 Cent. Like, it's just,
that's bad.
Like, that's a bad combo. You don't want to deal with that.
50 Cent's been trolling Diddy.
Yes.
For a long time, but specifically since this lawsuit dropped, he's been relentless on socials. And he said, you know, he's producing a documentary called Diddy Do It, and he's been talking about it. You know, he's hashtagged it. He's been promoting it, and now they say TMZ reports that he actually sold the Diddy docu-series to Netflix. Man,
yo, Diddy. He gotta be so mad. Like, he gotta be just pacing around his whole house because he gotta deal with the feds and 50 Cent. Like, it's just,
that's bad.
Like, that's a bad combo. You don't want to deal with that. Like, 50 is a genius. Yeah. He really is. He is a genius when it comes to trolling people. He's a genius when it comes to business, making money, and this movie shit. Like, he's got shows with... I stopped watching Power, I feel like it was like 5-6 years ago. And it's still going. Like, it's unbelievable. The man is talented. And if he's got a grudge against you or a problem with you, he's going to use his abilities, his talents to make you pay. And we're looking at it.
And get paid, man. Netflix paid him. Like, you know, when he was talking about doing a documentary, Did He Do It? I was like, I believe him, but I feel like it's going to happen sometime down the line, man.
Yeah.
He signed a deal already. Like,
it's crazy. I thought he was like joking, honestly.
Yeah.
I really thought he was just trolling, like, oh, I'm going to do a docuseries, blah, 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 blah. Not thinking that he's already got it well underway.
Yeah.
Like, it's got to be substantial for Netflix to pick it up.
Yeah. Yeah, interesting, guys. Like, let us know, guys, will you watch the 50 Cent documentary, Did He Do It, on Netflix when it drops?
Dog, I cannot wait to watch that shit. I cannot wait.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much. I mean, even just reading through Cassie's lawsuit, like, you can make, like, a whole series based upon everything, all the terrible things she was saying. Like, it's nuts, man. We talked about the Act Bad video. And, you know, him walking around naked in a robe and seeing him chasing down someone in a towel, like, that's really fucking dark and spooky. The fact that, like, he was romanticizing these ideas and this identity through his art. Do you think people stop listening to, like, Diddy's music the way that some people stop listening to R. Kelly?
You know, I think there might be people that try to do that or that, you know, desire to do that. I do think it's a lot more difficult with Diddy. Because he's been a producer. Like, you're going to have to stop listening to people's music that maybe have nothing at all to do with this. And I think that's what makes it a little bit harder. Like, is everybody going to stop listening to Biggie's music because they're mad at Diddy? That doesn't sound realistic. There's a bunch of other artists that have been affiliated with Diddy. I don't know if it's going to have the same sort of effect from a musical standpoint that it has with R. Kelly. And even R. Kelly, I still listen to his stuff.
Well, I wasn't asking that. Me too. I mean, I'm not going to stop. Can't stop, won't stop. But, you know, I'm wondering if other people will, because when you hear him on these records, like, I was like the only person who actually liked the Act Bad song last year, and I knew it was terrible, but I was like, you know, I like it. It's a bop.
All right, so here's a list of some of the artists that people would have to stop listening to if they didn't want to listen to anything that Diddy has been affiliated with. Jodeci, Mary J. Blige, like mad Mary J. Blige, TLC, Faith Evans, Total, New Edition, the Isley Brothers, Boys to Men, KRS-One, Brian McKnight, Mariah Carey, Busta Rhymes, LL Cool J, Mace, Jay-Z. Like, the list is crazy. And this is why people have loved him for a long time, because of his impact when it comes to the culture, hip-hop, R&B. Like, from a musical standpoint, from a production standpoint, he's been there a long time. The Dream. J-Lo.
I'm talking about Diddy records, man. The ones that he's actually on. Like, it's a difference because he is on a lot of hit records, you know, All About the Benjamins. Like, there's a lot of remixes and stuff that he's on, and I'm not sure. I mean, obviously, he's more of an executive personality, but like Suge Knight joked, like, he be dancing in the videos. He has to make his presence known, man. I mean, he is influential. I wonder if we stop hearing certain songs out. But, you know, for me, it's like the music industry is a dark place. I won't be listening to Act Bad anymore. I mean, I stopped after last year anyway. But, I mean, the song wasn't that good. But the video
was
made
catchy.
It worse. Yeah. But, yeah, will you guys stop listening to any Diddy music? Let us know. And yeah, like I think it's interesting, and everyone's trying to get people's perspectives on the situation. You know, CNN, they not only dropped the hotel assault video, but they actually brought on Camron. They brought Camron on to get his perspective, and
oh man,
he didn't really cooperate.
Do you have the audio for that one either?
I could find it.
Oh my God, Cam came on there, and I don't know if they either they like tried to do a bait and switch or something with like what he was supposed to talk about, or maybe they initially had something he was talking about and then decided to pivot the conversation, but it went left. And I really like Abby Phillips. I really do. She's been to Kane. Shout out to Kane University.
Damn, another college shout out.
Yeah, and you already know. But it's graduation time. But
True. Grads.
Yeah, she's been to Kane a few different times. Had conversations with my sister and spoken there, and I think she handled it the best way that she could have, but she should have known better. She was trying to force an issue, and it did not come across for Cam.
Is there something known in the industry about how Diddy treated his artists?
So I'm going to get some cheeks after this horsepower joint. I'm just going off what Mace said. Mace took me to Biggie. I don't really know Puffers like Mace know Puff. So I appreciate what Mace said. And of course, that's my brother. So if he felt that way, then he felt that way. I can't really tell you how Puff moves or anything like that. Mace may know better than me because he was signed to Puff. I wasn't. But my show does come on at 8 a.m. Eastern on YouTube. It's called It Is What It Is. And y'all make sure y'all check it out. And I might get some more information out of Mace from there. But for me to tell you how Puff act and all that, I don't know. I never was signed to him.
Yeah. What about the industry in general? I mean, so many people have pointed out that Diddy couldn't get away with this stuff if there weren't a lot of people protecting him. Do you think that's the case?
Who the talent agent for this joint? Like, you think I'll be sitting around watching what Diddy do and all this? I didn't know this was a Diddy joint that y'all invited me to. Yo, who booked me for this joint?
All right.
Wow, and I'll be sitting around watching Diddy and all
Camron.
that. Yeah,
Thanks, Camron.
Yo, when you're doing an interview and then you start talking to somebody off camera saying, "Hey, yo, who set this up?" Like, that's nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, they screwed up.
Oh, that shit is funny. Oh my God. What do you think about his way of handling that situation?
Man, I don't care. Like, it's fun.
No?
I laughed at it. I thought it was funny. I don't really care for CNN that much.
Yeah.
I think he used it obviously to plug his show and whatever the hell he was sipping on. Obviously, I don't think he was as oblivious as he was acting. I really think he was acting. I think he did that very intentionally to make the viral moment, and now we're talking about it. So hey, it is what it is. I don't really respect CNN, so whatever. You know, I thought it was funny. I don't really care. I'm not even familiar with the reporter.
Abby Phillips?
Yeah.
She's great. She's great.
So I feel bad for her if she does great work. I'm not familiar, so I just see the clip and I just think it's funny, but whatever. Like, the situation's not funny.
No.
But I don't know, Camron, he's a funny guy.
I think he turned it around and flipped it pretty funnily. I thought it was solid. He was like, I'm going to go get some cheeks after this, so I'm drinking this horsepower. That is nuts.
Oh, that is nuts. Oh, shit, yeah. Cincinnati man said Diddy's so arrogant, he could have been in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You know, I'm not sure. He could have been eventually. I mean, it seemed like You know, he did get the Lifetime Achievement Award from BET. I think his arrogance, you know, did show in that apology video. But yeah, shout out to Magical. Shout out to everybody watching. You know, make sure you like, subscribe, share out the vid.
I think Eric Adams said like, oh, we've never had to take back a key to the city, but we might do that.
Oh wow, how do you even do that?
I don't even know.
Oh man,
Diddy, you're not gonna have the keys no more.
Nah.
Yeah.
Subscribe on YouTube, subscribe on Spotify, follow on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, like
all the apps. We're everywhere. We are everywhere.